Good evening. My name is Sharon, and it is an honor to be officiating the wedding of Tammy and Bradley. Welcome to this special moment in time where we get to witness the coming together of two incredible people as they begin their lives as a married couple. To begin, I want to invite you all to come into the present moment. Take a moment to think about what has brought us all here tonight. Love. Love of friends, love of family, and most importantly, our love for Tammy and Bradley. They want to express how grateful they feel for the support that each of you has given them throughout their relationship. Your presence in their lives is incredibly important to them. Today is a celebration of everything they have built together, with you as their witnesses and as their biggest cheerleaders. They want to thank you all for believing in them and for joining them here to celebrate their love. Tammy and Bradley also want to give a special shout out to their parents and grandparents, who have always been a source of love and support. They feel you have each been a part of who they have become as individuals and have instilled in them the values of gratitude and humility that they both share and that binds them so deeply as a couple. This ceremony is symbolic of their lifelong commitment to creating a family together, to growing together, and to making each other a priority. This marriage is an expression of their trust, understanding, and unity. It signifies what they both already know, that opposites attract and that they were made for each other. Marriage is a choice, a tradition that we continue in order to sustain the love of family and community. Each day in a marriage should be met with a heart full of intention and a desire to improve ourselves and understand our partners. This requires commitment and self-awareness, and in order to meet the needs of another person, a degree of humility. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we create an intimacy, and when we are accepted as we are in that moment, love is born. From there, love can be cultivated and shaped and cherished so that the people sharing it can become the greatest versions of themselves. Together, they travel through life, perhaps not knowing where they're going, but always being able to reflect on where they began. It happens to be that on this exact day, 3 years ago, Tammy made a New Year's resolution to herself that she was done being single and wanted to make 2014 the year of searching for love.
Tammy!
She decided to sign up with a dating app called Coffee Meets Bagel. And after months of dates that left her feeling uninspired, Tammy was matched with Bradley. Bradley came to Coffee Meets Bagel after sitting around a campfire with his brother and friends, wondering how he could find a partner to settle down with. They recommended going online, and just 2 weeks after joining Coffee Meets Bagel, he was connected with Tammy. 3 days of texting, some phone calls, and a video chat later, the two decided to meet in person. For their first date, they decided to meet halfway between where they each lived at a restaurant called Little Sheep Mongolian Hot Pot. They waited for what felt like hours for a table, and once seated, Bradley bravely decided to call Tammy out on her stink face. He asked her why she seemed as though she was expecting the date to go so badly. Tammy was taken aback by Bradley's candidness. And she also appreciated it.
It was in that moment that she realized two things. One, that Bradley was right. Deep down, she was expecting this date to be a disappointment like the others. And two, that she was very attracted to Bradley's honesty and willingness to call her out. She knew that this time would be different, and it was. The two began spending lots of time together, which also meant spending a lot of time in the car, because they lived an hour away from each other. Sitting in traffic became a ritual, and to this day ignites fond memories of anticipating each other's company, having long conversations about life, and of course, practicing patience. One story that illustrates the warm memories of traffic they have begins with the two of them leaving a 49ers game. There was the typical traffic leaving the stadium, and Bradley said to Tammy, "You know, you're gonna be saying the L word soon." In response, Tammy asked, "Do you already feel the L word?" Bradley looked at her and said, "Yes, I love you." So clearly, the miles were all worth it because the love was mutual. And not only did their relationship feel natural and effortless, but they enjoy the same things like sports, travel, cooking, and family time. They want the same things in life and are open to learning from each other every day. For Tammy, she describes Bradley as a grounded, honest, strong-willed, and confident person who feels like a real partner. She feels optimistic and secure around Bradley, and he always brings her joy. She can't imagine going through life without him. As Bradley explains it, Tammy is genuine and caring. She is full of life and always puts others first. She has taught him that having a good relationship is possible and that it's important to one's own happiness. He is committed to being by Tammy's side no matter what, because he knows that she will do the same. It was just 6 months into their relationship when Bradley knew he wanted to marry Tammy. They had already discussed marriage and even looked at rings, but Tammy had no idea it was coming. Bradley decided to propose to Tammy on Thanksgiving. He chose this day because Tammy was the thing in life that he was most thankful for. They were getting ready to leave for a family dinner when Tammy suddenly heard Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud playing from the bedroom. As she entered, Bradley was on one knee. Tammy, of course, knew her answer was yes, and that a marriage with Bradley was something that she was ready to give her all to. It may not be such a coincidence that today we're gathered to celebrate Tammy and Bradley at the Holiday Inn, because it seems that holidays have always sparked special and important moments for these two. On New Year's Eve, Tammy decided to find love. On Thanksgiving, they got engaged. Tammy just celebrated her bachelorette party on Halloween. And to come full circle, today they're getting married on another New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve marks the end of a great year and start of a new for Tammy and Bradley. They want you all as their family and friends to remember the feelings that they are sharing with you here. The love and togetherness, celebration, and the new beginning for a growing family. As I was getting to know Tammy and Bradley, I saw two best friends. They are two people who have grown together and also give each other the space to grow as individuals. This balance will allow them to be amazing parents. They are a true team and are good at making decisions with each other in mind. Their love feels natural and their love feels fun, especially when watching a Giants game. This ease will help them weather the harder parts of life. They shared with me that they feel the closest when coming together for a meal, that cooking at home and eating yummy food lets them just enjoy each other and feel totally fulfilled. This gratitude will allow them to remain kind to one another. Something they are proud of is that they are choosing to be together, and they believe that this unity is what will give their marriage a solid foundation. Tammy and Bradley, you've come to this moment with presence, in love, and ready for the adventure to continue. You both know the power of your love and are made whole by fully accepting each other. You are truly in it together. And to symbolize the unity and bond that Tammy and Bradley are affirming today, they've chosen to participate in a hand fasting ritual. Throughout history and in many different parts of the world, the hands of brides and grooms were bound together as a symbol of their undying love and eternal commitment. Today, Tammy and Bradley will share in this tradition. Please join your right hands. As this knot is tied, so are your lives, now bound together. Woven into this cord, and within its fibers, are all the hopes and dreams for your new life together. Entwined in love and bound by commitment, so that together you may face your fears, your joys, your hardships, and your victories, all of which will bring strength to your marriage. These are the hands of your best friend. Hold tight to one another and feel the strength of your union. And release from that. Tammy and Bradley will now exchange their own vows. Bradley, you may begin.
Today I marry my best friend. Tammy, you're the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with. You're the one that I want to fall asleep next to every night. Since the first time that we talked on the phone, our relationship has grown stronger and stronger. I could not have asked for a better partner in life. I promise to eat your cooking and will not complain. In the 2+ years that we've known one another, we've had so many adventures, and I'm willing to have so many more. I want to go to more spring trainings in Arizona, more trips to Disneyland, and hopefully even Disney World, and of course, multiple trips to Europe and Asia. Living in Dublin this past year has been an amazing experience. We really got to know one another, and amazingly enough, want to continue to get to know one another. We help each other with one another's hurdles as they arise. Thank you for the sacrifices that you've made during the first year of our relationship. Without them, our relationship would not have been anywhere where it is today. I promise to make sacrifices of my own along the way. I promise to cook as many meals for you as I can. I promise to keep your feet warm on cold nights. I promise to be your personal heater during winter and not to cuddle with you during the summertime. I promise not to play Clash of Clans or having I promise we will host all big dinner parties for both of our families. I promise to do laundry if I have a day off. So you don't have to. So we can spend our days off going to Napa or San Francisco. I promise as we go through life, I will be committed and there for you however I can be. You teach me the meaning of kindness time and time again. If everyone could be more understanding and forgiving like you, this world would be a better place. I'm so glad to have you in my life. As we go through this journey, we will not forget that it is our journey together. While today is a very important day in our relationship, we both realize that it means greater things are to come. Tammy, I love you with all my heart.
Bradley, I can't believe this day is finally here. As I reflect on our time together, I am so grateful for so many things. I'm grateful for having met you and for all the love and joy you have brought into my life. I wouldn't say that we are lucky because luck doesn't require work. But what we have is the result of two people who love each other and show it daily. When I'm with you, I feel safe, cared for, respected, and loved. You're someone who's a realist and sees things as they are. I appreciate that about you. You're also kind, hopeful, and true to yourself and others. You continue to amaze me every day. But best of all, I love how you've become my best friend, my partner, and my companion. Now I know that this is what all the love songs were and are singing about. They're singing about the feelings that we share for one another. They are singing about all the fun that we have together. And they are singing about all the promises that we make to each other. Bradley, I promise to create a faithful and fantastic marriage with you. I promise to create a family with you filled with support, patience, understanding, and laughter. I promise to treat you with kindness, respect, appreciation, and silliness. I promise to support you and inspire you. I promise to grow and learn with you. I promise to always root for the San Francisco Giants. I promise to share your happiness and comfort you in times of disappointment. I promise to be your best friend even when we don't agree. I promise to be your sous chef in the kitchen. And I promise to be there when your face wrinkles and when all your hair falls out. I cannot promise that life will be perfect because it won't, but I can promise a perfect life lived with you. I promise to love you for all the days of my life and look forward to all the adventures headed our way. Thank you for marrying me. I love you.
May I have the rings? Tammy and Bradley, may these rings be sacred reminders of the commitments that you are making today, and may they be symbols of your everlasting love. Tammy, as you place this ring on Bradley's finger, please repeat after me. I offer you this ring as a token of my devotion.
I offer you this ring as a token of my devotion.
With this ring, I marry you and join my life with yours.
With this ring, I marry you and join my life with yours.
Bradley, as you place this ring on Tammy's finger, please repeat after me. I offer you this ring as a token of my devotion.
I offer you this ring as a token of my devotion.
With this ring, I marry you and join my life with yours.
With this ring,
Now look into each other's eyes. Embrace each other's hands and feel the warmth of this moment. Bradley, do you take Tammy to be your lawfully wedded wife, promising to love, honor, and cherish her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Tammy, do you take Bradley to be your lawfully wedded husband, promising to love, honor, and cherish him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
So in closing, and before you begin your celebration tonight, I'd like to leave you with this. True love stories may contain many beginnings, but they have no end. Embrace each change that your life together brings. With an open heart and mind, your marriage will flourish beyond measure. And so, as you have both accepted each other's vows and been brought through love into this sincere matrimony, and by the power vested in me and by the state of California, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss. Please usual, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Bradley Powell.